Hello, loves. Welcome to the pod again. I made an absolutely gorgeous hypnosis. I love it so much. It's my first hypnosis track, recorded hypnosis rather than live. I do a lot of live hypnosis sessions for my clients. This is my first recorded track. Very proud of it. Really excited for you guys to enjoy it. Um, it's a timely for this time of year. I made it in for this time of year in mind, is what I'm trying to say. Um, right when the holiday season's about to wrap up, this episode's going to come out, will be coming out a couple days before Christmas. But right after that, everybody's going to start, we're going to enter that void between Christmas and New Year's. So we might want to be we might want to start thinking about our goals. Maybe not. Maybe we're reflecting on the end of the year. This hypnosis will help you step into a space where you can start taking action from this present moment so you can build your future. It's a stepping stone. So, and to give respect to the challenging past year that we all had. So, let me know what you thought in the comments. Send me an email, what have you. I'll also have this hypnosis on Substack. And you can go actually follow me on Substack and get the recording without this intro whenever you want to listen to the hypnosis over and over again. Because the more we use hypnosis intentionally to repattern our neural pathways, the more we're able to take action in our conscious lives. So enjoy.
Imagine you are walking through a white room and walking through space, through time, walking and feeling each step one after the other. And now you're walking through a clearing, a wide open space with trees off into the distance at all sides. You're walking towards the center of this clearing. As you pace, alongside you is a warm white light with a human shape. You just know that this is your higher self. They take your hand and you feel the warmth of their energy in the palm of your hand to your fingertips. You feel warm and safe. You are safely guided along this path of green, crisp grass, littered with dandelions under baby violet skies and yellow sparkles of morning dew. In the middle of this clearing, they pull aside an invisible curtain and take you to a special room just for you, with a light shining over a beautiful rose in the middle of a dimly lit room. You see that stone floors and scattered tables with books all over of all different shapes, colors, and sizes. And you notice past the light, just beyond the shadows, that the room is circular and covered in many doors. Your eyes start to adjust to the shadows, and you notice there are numbers for years written on each door. The rose starts to float towards you, and as you take one step, a second step, and a third, the rose seems to be leading you to a door of this past year. And this number is written in large gold print on the door. You put your hand on the door and you feel its warmth and begin to wrap your hand around the doorknob. Your higher self guides you through this doorway, and you find yourself in a liminal, soft pink glitter space and surrounded by cotton ball clouds. You just know, with the guidance of your higher self, the only way from here is up. You don't know how, but you just know you have to take a step up, as if stepping up an invisible staircase. And as you take your first step, you notice your feet covered in pillowy clouds, like cloud shoes that keep you from floating back down. You take the next steps on this invisible staircase, and the floating rose sheds a petal. And in it you notice a fuzzy black and white scene of an event that felt challenging this year. Your higher self whispers, "You don't have to relive this again. You're here with me and came out the other side. As you notice the petal float away, it dissolves into candy sprinkles, and you're left with feelings of great passion and creativity instead. You take the next steps, and your floating rose companion sheds another petal, and in it, a fuzzy black and white scene of an event that felt challenging this year appears. Your higher self whispers to you again, "You don't have to relive this again. You're here with me, and we came out the other side." And as you notice the petal float away, it dissolves into starlit sparkles, and you're left with a feeling of courage and confidence instead. You take the next steps, and your floating rose friend sheds another petal, and you notice in it a fuzzy black and white scene of an event that felt challenging this year. Your higher self whispers to you, "You don't have to relive this again. We're here together, and we both came out the other side." And as you notice the petal float away, it dissolves into fairy crystals, and you're left with feelings of wonder and awe instead. You take your next steps, and your floating rose friend sheds one last petal, and in it, a fuzzy black and white scene of an event that felt challenging this year shows up. Your higher self whispers, "You don't have to relive this again. We're here together, and we came out the other side." And as you notice the final petal float away, it dissolves into rainbow orbs and sparks, and you're left with immense feelings of love and joy instead. As you take your final steps, you reach the top. You see a beautiful sunset on the horizon with watercolor splatters of purples, oranges, pinks, and blues. You can see your path of this year from an elevated perspective. You see so much joy and hope and love for all the experiences that grew you into the person you are now. You look below, and you notice the rose whose petals have fallen away are replaced with metallic rainbow hues of warm, bright light. You inspect each petal closely, and a tear of joy falls from your left eye. And as you see it fall, you notice a future scene, a scene of the highest manifestation of your highest authenticity. But in a blink, it falls on the rose, and light shines everywhere and sparkles bright. And your higher self, who has been with you this whole time, says this to you, "You're here. Welcome. It's so beautiful to see you again, waiting lovingly and patiently in awe of you." Your higher self takes your hand and theirs together, and you feel them both gently push the metallic rainbow rose into your heart space, so that you and your authentic frequency are now one. And you just trust that teardrop future place is now your path and inevitability. You feel your authenticity spread from your heart space, the rest of your torso, head, and limbs, and you are glowing. Glowing with joy, glowing with love, glowing with peace, glowing with trust and certainty as you and your higher self journey together into the future of the unknown. Wiggle your toes, your fingertips. You are connected with your highest authentic frequency now. 4. You feel the knowing that your higher self is always there with you. 3. To guide you through your path. 2. With your body and the magic of your intuition. 1. Take a big stretch, and now you're wide awake, ready to take on the day, or if you're about to go to bed, you'll be able to easily fall into a dreamy, deep, and restful sleep. Use this meditation as many times as you need, every day, once a week, every couple weeks, any time of the year, to create and anchor yourself into your highest authentic frequency, into your conscious life.